How awesome that was, right? I think that's fantastic. But Wilt being the passer that Wilt was, and the fact that they didn't really start winning like that until Wilt started doing that. And he did it on the strength of showing you that I actually could do it. I always could pass. You just saw me scoring because that was necessary. I started passing because everybody said I can't pass. Well, what does he do? Leads the league in assists. Can you imagine if a dude today, I don't know, Big Ox, if Halliburton, all you do is pass, you lead the league in assists, right? You lead the league in assists, and everybody's saying, yo, all you do is pass. And all he does the next year, he turns around and he leads the league in scoring just to shut everybody up. I mean, that's a huge deal. That is a huge deal.
Yo, shout out to Chill. Yo, I'll be honest. I was listening to. I never knew that Will led the league in assists. Shout to that. You know what I'm saying? That's impressive.
Not in the playoffs, big breezy. Not in the playoffs. In the regular season and the playoffs. Imagine Joker led the league in assists this year in the regular season and the playoffs, and they won an NBA championship. How are we talking about Joker?
Yeah, nah, he's one of the top guys. Somebody tried to get in a conversation asking who career is better between Jokic and KD. I told him it's premature. You know, when you look at when both of them came into the league, it's like a 7-8 year gap. You know, let their careers finish before you talk about it. But to answer your question, Chill, he one of the top guys. You know what I'm saying? He's the best in the game right now. Like,
right.
Yo, but listen, that list is fire. I ain't gonna lie, I agree with Big Ox, man. I can't argue that list, man. That's a dope list. Far as rebounding guards and passing bigs. But I wanted to ask because I know you've been watching the game a long time, but everybody always talk about a game-winning defensive play or a game-winning shot. But I believe if you watch the game long enough, you see important rebounds too, game-winning rebounds. Like, certain offices, and I've seen that with the Brooklyn Nets. They, you know what I'm saying, scored a lot of points, and since we didn't rebound a lot, they would depend on second chance points, and that was a part of their offense. So what I'm saying is, if you could take that away from offense, their second chance points with a guard, like you said, that could, crash the boards, then, you know what I'm saying, you know how you say strategize, you know what I mean, and beat that, maybe what you struggled with it before. But I only said that to say that rebounding has a story of winning. It takes winning is in rebounding too. Like you said, it might not be your primary job for everybody, but I heard Jack Vaughn stress boxing out and what it means to box out. So I wanted to ask you your opinion about rebounding, and since the 3-point, in my opinion, era stepped up, do you think is rebounding was better when they took more 2-pointers than 3-pointers, or do you think that rebounding it kind of shied away from rebounding because of all the 3-pointers? Has the 3-pointers affected the rebounding, or not?
Yeah, well, clearly it did, right? And the reason why it did is because now you got a lot of long rebounds, and because you got a lot of long rebounds, that speeds up the game. Now, when you're playing with guys, when you're playing in an era with the big guy, well, now a lot of guys are closer to the basket. With a lot of guys being closer to the basket, it's more dangerous because everybody's packed in here. When it's the 3-ball, the game is wide open, and you got a lot of loose rebounds. It's not like I'm in the paint fighting for rebounds. So I think that those rebounds in the paint, when you got big guys where they're playing in the mid-range, where they're playing in the mid-post, I think those are a lot tougher because big guys are around the basket. The power forward, he's around the basket. Today, the 4-man is 16, 17 feet away from the basket on the regular. Back then, he was playing close to the basket. The 5-man was playing closer to the basket. So the guard, so the 6'3", 6'4" guard, to go stick your nose in there with those guys on the regular and pull out 8, 9, 10 rebounds, that's a big deal, yo. That's a huge deal.
Hold on. I wanted to ask also, not necessarily to say one guy did it, but in the era of the tip out rebound, where they don't necessarily grab it, but they tap it to their teammate. Like where you started seeing that kind of rebound? Because that's considered a rebound too, right?
Dennis Rodman is the king of that, keeping the ball alive. Keeping the ball alive, tapping it 2-3 times to get it away from guys, and then tapping it, if it's going out of bounds, tapping it to Joe Dumas or somebody like that. So
Nice.
Dennis Rodman is the first guy that I remember. He's the first guy that I remember that being the first guy to do that.
Nah, that's what's up, Chill, man. Steve, man.
Word.
Shout out to Big Ox. What up, Big Ox?
Was good. Appreciate you pulling up, Breezy.
Yes,
I was
sir.
tapping into your stream last night, man. Y'all go check out Breezy. Always comes with some good content on the streams, man. Appreciate you pulling up, fam.
Oh, nah, thank you. Likewise, y'all.
For sure. Yeah, I tipping that ball around.